This is going to be awesome. We've got a big crew of people learning coding for the first time. So, okay, guys, Tamir is going to take another photo in the other workshop, okay? We're going to take another photo here. Our aim is to beat how many faces he gets, okay? So let's do another quick photo. So let's everybody turn on your videos and then smile. We have to beat him, okay? We have to get more faces on video in this workshop because beginners are the coolest. Am I right? We're the coolest. That's right. Guys, come on, tell everybody else. Do we have a few people who have not turned their video on? All right, 3, 2, 1, smile, screenshot it. Let's go. Nice. Okay, awesome. All right. So for Sharna, could you copy paste the messages into chats for the various people who want to go to the different workshops?
Sure.
All right, guys, so we are over here now beginning the beginner workshop for F1 racing, all right? So let me share my screen, and this is what we are going to do. I want you guys to tell me what you prefer. Which desktop is this? This is desktop 2. There we go. Okay. Here are the options. Okay. In chat, can you guys tell me in chat which of these 1, 2, 3, 4 would you like us to try to make? So in chat, you can just write it out, and then I'll be able to see. And for those of you that are not beginner workshop, Sharnia will copy pasting in a message soon, and you go to that. Okay, so we want, one person says flag, one person says car. Okay, a lot of people between car. Aiden, when you say car, do you mean the first car or the last car? There's 2 cars here. Car 1, car 4. All right, okay, so we have one person. Okay, no spamming, guys. We can just put it once, please. All right. Let's do number 4, right? So we're gonna start with number 4. So we're gonna start very simple and we'll build up, okay? Now, as we go through this one, follow along because at the end of it, I will accept submissions and then you can win a prize for these submissions, okay? So a lot of people in the beginner workshop and only in the beginner workshop. So lucky you guys. So a lot of people in the beginner workshop are gonna get a prize today for a head start prize, okay? Okay, so first you watch me, then I'll send the link, and then you guys can use the link to do your own thing. Actually, sorry, no. Why don't I send this link now? What I'd like you to do is all go here and just click at the top right, click account, and just log in. So on the screen, open the link that I just sent. This is the coding screen. I'd like you all to create an account. This way, everything that you do today will be saved on your account. Okay, so your code will be saved. So if you log in now, it will save you from any lost code from later. All right, so we're going to take 2 minutes for everybody to log in. So again, you go to the link I sent you, which is code.strivemath.com. And then you go to account, and then you log into your account. So you should be able to log in with different things. Vedant, I'm not sure your question. Why is there no password? There should be password. As long as you're logged in, that's what matters. As long as you click here and your name shows up here, that means all the work that you do will be saved. All right, you've got another 60 seconds to sign up, and then we move on. If you are not signed up, then I guess you're not signed up. Signed up. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Signed up. All right, if you're not signed up, we're moving on. All right, let's go. So here what we're going to do is we're going to try and make this car, right? So in coding, what we're going to do is with coding, we will start with something small. So in the car, I think we should start with the wheels. What do you guys think? Wheels, right? Let's start with the wheels. Okay. So we're going to come to this coding editor. And now you guys watch my screen, okay? And then in some time, I'll let you guys do it on your own. But for now, watch my screen. So I'm going to press enter. And then I need this indentation. And I'm going to write circle. And then watch this. 200, 150. Oh my God, there's a circle on the screen. Let's go. Okay. Now the question is, how did this circle get there? What made this happen? So there's first number, second number, third number, right? So what do you guys think the first number is? Who wants to put into chat? What's the guess? First number. Shravan and Vedant have their hands up, but we can put in chat because you guys are not going to be able to unmute. It's the x-axis, correct. So it's the axis. If you're too young, it moves the circle left and right. Okay, so if I change this to 400, my circle goes to the right. If I change this to 600, it goes even more to the right. And if I change this to 0, okay, it goes all the way to the left. All right, so x, the first number moves it left and moves it right. Okay, so like everybody go like this, left and right, left and right. Okay, so that's the first number. All right, what do you guys think the second number will do? Let's move this back to 200. So second number will go up and down. All right, up and down. And that's they go up and down. It's like dancing, right? So second number is the y-axis. So let's see. 300, it should go up. Yep. 500 should go up. Yep. And 0 should go down, all the way down, right? So first one is left and right. Second one is up and down, right? Now, who can tell me what the last one is? All right, Vedant, what do you think? Type it in chat, type it in chat. Yeah, it's big and small, right? It's big and small. Big and teeny tiny. Big and teeny tiny, all right? So we have 50, if we make it 500. Oh my God, the circle is huge. Let's make this 1,000. No, this 100, 1,000. Even larger, right? So pretty straightforward, right? So it's size, okay? So if you can now create a circle on your screen, all right? If you're not getting it, a couple things to be very careful of, okay? In coding, we have to be very, very, very careful of what we write. So let me put this back to 50. You have to have the space before circle, right? If you don't see a circle, that's because you have an error. Maybe you don't have the space. Circle has to be spelled correctly. There have to be 2 commas, all right? Each of the numbers have to be separated by a comma. And you have to have an open parentheses and end parentheses, okay? Your code should look exactly like this, otherwise it's not going to work. For example, if I remove the end parentheses, nothing shows up, right? We have made an error. The computer doesn't understand the error. Cool. So this was pretty easy, right? Should we pick it up a notch? So question is it radius or diameter? It is diameter. So all of these are actually pixels. This number is pixels. How many pixels it is? So this circle is 50 pixels in diameter. Okay, so now we have a circle, and then don't worry. If your code is not working, don't worry. I'll send you my code, and you'll be able to copy it. All right, you'll be able to just copy it. So you can just watch me, and it will make sense. All right, so now we have one wheel, right? Now I think we should give this wheel a color. And my car is fancy, so I'm going to use this command and write like this. Look what happened. Did you guys see what happened? Who noticed? Who noticed? You noticed? You noticed? Yeah? Yeah, you guys noticed? Nice. The wheel turned cyan. My car is going to be popping, so it's going to be cyan. None of that black wheel stuff. My car is going to have cyan wheels. So fill is basically saying, fill this shape with this color. Which color? Cyan. So if you're going to use fill in your code, 2 things. You have to, 1, write it before your circle, okay? Fill must go before your circle. And you have to put in these quotations, okay? So for quotations, let's take a look at keyboard. So if you're on a Mac, to get the quotation, you have to press Shift and then this key here, okay? Right next to return. So you see the 2 quotes here? So you have to press Shift and then that. That's how it goes. All right. Okay, give me the code. Not yet. You're not getting the code just yet. I'll give it to you soon. I'll give it to you soon. All right, so now we have 1 wheel. Should we make 2 wheels? Let's make 2 wheels. So you would have guessed it. It's pretty straightforward to make 2 wheels, right? What am I going to do? Just write circle again. This time I want the wheel to be what? More to the right, remember? So more to the right, left, and right. So that means what? We change the first number. We make the first number bigger, right? So let's do 400, and then let's do 100, 100. So 400, now this circle is my second circle, is more towards the right. The Y is the same. It's the same up and down, which just makes sense, but it's a bit bigger. That doesn't make really sense, right? Let's just make this wheel smaller. So now we have two wheels of a similar size. Yeah? All right, you guys will get the code soon. You'll get the code soon, all right? We're going to introduce one more thing, and then we get the code. So we have two wheels, right? Shravan, type your code in chat, your question in chat, please. We have two wheels, okay? But I want to be cool. I want to give my wheel a second color. My second wheel is second color. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put in another fill. All right, first person to write a color in chat, I'm going to use that color. Whichever color we write in chat. Oh, red. Okay, red it is. Aryan and Aiden give the same color. Everyone's saying red. Okay. Guys, why is our car so funky? We have a cyan wheel and we have a red wheel. I don't think we're going to be accepted into the races, but that's okay. That's okay. So if you have your code, remember the code should be all in one line, okay? It should be exactly like this. All right. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do new simple mode. And then put this here. Okay. I'm going to send you this. I'm going to send you this soon. Okay. You'll have this soon. So I removed this one. It's simple modes. This is the indentation is removed. Okay. So we have cyan circle and a red circle. Do you notice how this circle is red, but this circle is cyan? Does it make sense why? Do you understand why one of the circles is red, one of the circles is cyan? Right, is because we changed the fill before that circle, basically. That makes sense, right? One of the circles was fill cyan, one of the circles fill red. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to add a, oh, where did it go? Let's add the body of the car, okay? So what we're going to do is, and this one is where it gets a little bit more tricky if you're younger, but let's do this. We're going to introduce a rectangle. So I'm going to write rect 100, 200, 50, 300. Okay. So rect is 100, 200. So if you notice these two numbers, okay, 100, 200, all right? This is the position of the bottom left of the rectangle, right? X is 100, Y is 200, right? So the first two numbers are the position of the bottom left. So what we want to do then is we want to move this here, right? Like if the rectangle is going to be like this, we want to move this to 150 over here and then 100 in the Y. Okay, good. Now the second number is the width. This is how wide it is, okay? So let's make it larger. Let's make it 500. Oh, that's too big for the car. 300? Perfect. Hey guys, we've got a bus. That's awesome. And then let's make it shorter. Let's make it, this is the height. 100 is the height. Right? This looks like a car, right? Okay, I will send the code in 5 minutes, all right? 5 minutes and I'll send the code. Okay, who wants to give me a color? What's the color going to be for the body of this car? Anybody, color? Blue, all right, we have a blue. Car is blue. Okay, now, but we want the circles to be shown, right? The full circles, like you see how here we're seeing the full circles? We kind of want that, so we can make the full circle shown. So what you can do is cut this code and move this before the circles. And then, do you see what happened here? Did you see that? So before it was like this. The rectangle was on top of the circles. Now, it is before the circles. Right? So the circles are on top of the rectangle. All right? Okay, so now I will save this. Okay, now I will send you guys this code. When you get this code, okay, so look at my screen. When you get this code, click the button at the top left. You see this button? F-O-R-K. Okay, F-O-R-K. Click that button and it will make your own copy and then you can make the changes on there, all right? So let's do I'm going to send you guys this link to everybody. So we've got a super simple bus basically right now, right? But with rectangles and circles, I just sent you the code. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes now to take this code and you can edit anything. You can edit the colors. You can edit the size of the circles. You can edit the position of the rectangle, right? And then as soon as you've done something cool, save it and send me the URL and then we'll take a look at it together, okay? So we'll give you guys a few minutes to do this. So those of you that are having errors, save your code and then send me the link to your code and I'll take a look at it and we can look at it together. All right. I think this is a pretty nice car. I'd buy this car, I think. Okay, so Aiden sent me code. Nice, Aiden, you didn't change anything. What is this? All right, let's take a look at what is rib color. I don't know what rib color means, Aiden. Let's take a look at Vedant's code. Nice, purple car. Nice, I like it. RGB, okay, RGB color. All right, do you guys want to do RGB? Anybody wants to do more colors? If you want to do RGB, put in a yes in chat and we'll take a look at how to do that. Okay, fine. If you want to do RGB, we'll do RGB. Okay, so let's come back to, so let's look at my screen, okay? So you see how we wrote to the computer? We wrote in text, right? We told it in words, we want blue. So I'm gonna open a new tab and search RGB color picker. Okay, so now using this on Google, RGB color picker, I can get any color, specific color that I want. All right, so let's hot pink. I think this is hot pink, right? So computers understand colors like this. They understand colors in numbers, not in words like we do. So in this, you see how there's like these three numbers at the bottom left? And yes, Vedanta does support hex as well, but we'll focus on RGB for this beginner session. So you see how there's three numbers? This is how the computer understands colors. So you know how we say blue, yellow, red, green? Computers don't really understand all the colors because look, let's do this, right? Let's do light yellow. You see how the rectangles is white? It's because computer doesn't understand light yellow, basically. Does that make sense? So what we can do is we can copy paste RGB. Let's copy these numbers, okay? So 242, 29, 214, and come back in here. And then what you're going to do is remove everything and put these three numbers. And that's hot pink, okay? Note, be careful, okay? When you do this, be very careful because notice how there's no quotations anymore. Right? I removed the quotations. Notice there's no quotations. And there's three numbers, and each of the numbers have a comma between the numbers. Okay? So if you want to do RGB, you have to be very careful that you have the open parentheses, close parentheses. You have the three numbers without the quotations. Okay? And each of your numbers is separated by a comma. All right? So I will save my code again. And I'll send you the same link, and you should be able to take a look at this one again and make any changes, okay? All right, so who sent me more code? Let's see, Manmeet sent me the code. Let's take a look at this. Nice, hey, cool. Manmeet, you changed the color of the background as well. You discovered that there's a color over here, and you changed this color. Well done. So even in background, you can do RGB in here. And your car is now gray and black. I like it. It's a gray and black car on a in the sky, basically. It's like a flying car. That's awesome. So I'm glad that you guys are you're all logged in and you're able to save your code as well. Okay, let's take a look at Alex's code. And Alex, let's please not spam chat. Let's just send it once. I see it. All right, let's be respectful. Nice. Okay, Alex, you have the same code as me. What did you change? I don't see what you changed. Okay, and then let's take a look at Vedant. Vedant, what did you do? Oh, very nice. It looks like you're driving on the sun, right? And you used RGB. So Vedant here used RGB for the background as well. So very nicely done. So this is it's like what? It's like an orangish yellow color, right? Yeah, nice. So you must have gone somewhere to over here. And then like something like that. Nice. Okay, Alex didn't change anything. Okay, cool. Well, Alex, at least now you have this in yours, right? All right. Any questions on this so far? You guys can write it in chat. Any questions on this so far? Otherwise, we can continue moving on. Aryan, I see. So Aryan, you did not, yours is not a code to your link. Sorry, your link is not to your code, unfortunately. Try copy pasting yours again, Aryan. Look at notice your code. It should be very, very long like this, right? Yours is a bit short. So either you're not logged in, Aryan, or you haven't saved it. So either log in and then save it and then send it to me. Okay. All right. So let's pick it up just a little bit, and then towards the end of the class, we'll do a bunch of more cool and advanced stuff. Okay. So if you want to now make a car, right? For the purpose of the beginner workshop, with just rectangles and with circles, we can do a lot. So, for example, let's take a look at the output here. Oh, yeah, okay. Let me show you this. Okay, so you have the rectangle, right? It looks like a blocked rectangle. Watch this. After rectangle, I can put a comma, and I'm going to add another number, 30. And then we have rounded corners. Let's go. Rounded corner rectangles. So now the car looks nicer, right? So if you add another number at the end of rectangle, you will get corners. Okay, so we have a question on how to make it wider. So to make the rectangle wider, so this is the X and Y position. This third number is the width. So if I make this 400, it will become wider. Okay, but if I make it wider, then I have to move the entire thing left, right? So to move it left, it's the first number. First number is right and left. Remember, right and left. So if I move this now to 100, whoops. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got a taller car. So we can make triangles, but for the purpose of this workshop, we will not make triangles because it is a bit complicated. All right. Okay, now let's see. So Aryan, I got your code. Let's take a look at your code. Nice, Aryan, well done. So you managed to cover up your circles by putting, so you have a circle, circle, and then rectangles. You put the rectangle after the circles. So you managed to cover up the circles. Well done, very well done. Okay. Now, let's go back here. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to, actually, let me show you, and then you can see. Fill black, circle, 200, no, 500, 200, 100. Look at that. Let's make it bigger. 300. Oh, that's too big. 200. No, that's also too much. Let's do 150. There we go. Nice. So we have a question on the save button. So once you're logged in, it should auto save. But you see this like cloud thing? I think if you just click this or press run, it should save again. Just press run. Okay, and then so you see how like what I've done here is I've put a black circle, okay, on top of my car, and I can use this basically to remove stuff from the car. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this sign here. There we go. So I removed the tick axis. I removed the axis by putting this hashtag sign, right? And now I can remove stuff from my car, from the bus. So when you take a look at this one, do you see how this circle here? Do you see how there's like a little bit of a circle that's removed from this circle? Do you notice this? Right? So can you figure out how this was done? So first they made a maroon circle, and then from this circle, they removed the smaller white circle, right? So using this approach, we should now be able to make these circles also, right, inside here. So let's come back here. So inside my cyan circle, I want to make another circle. So let's do circle. Let's bring the tick axis back so I can see what we're doing. Oops. Tick axis back. So my cyan circle is at 200, 100. 200, 100. And then the size will be like 20, 30. Let's try this. Nice. So do you see how now I can make a circle inside my car here? So let's make this even smaller. Nice, right? And then I can do the same for the one on the right. So the right one was at 400x. So move it to the right, 400. Okay. So we have this. I will send you this code again. All right. So I'm sending you all the code. You guys can use this code and edit this. In the meantime, I'll take a look at Vedant's code. Nice, dude. Vedant put a person on the car. I like this. Very well done. Good job on putting a person on top. So Vedant, what you can do also is you can change the color of this circle. So let's see. I think this is the circle here, right? Yeah. So you have these two fills are the same. Oh, okay, nice. You put a fill. Okay, perfect. So you chose it like that. Perfect. Nice. Well done. Well done. So these two fills are the same. Good job. I'm gonna close this also. Okay, so now we have this stuff here. All right, I'm gonna give you all like a couple of minutes, and then we'll do some cool stuff, some more cool stuff. All right. Anybody else wants to share their code with me? And remember, if you're using my code, remember to click the fork button, okay? The FORK button. If you have to click that button. And if you didn't click that button, then when you click it, then all your work will get lost. So remember to click the fork button first and then make changes. Hayden, saving should be automatic. If you just press the run button, it should save. So just press the run button and that should save it. All right, we'll give you guys another 60 seconds or so, and then we'll do some other stuff. All right, so Manmeet sent me his code. Let's take a look at this. Nice. Oh, interesting. Yes. Okay, so Manmeet, so your circle has a border on it, right? I didn't teach you this. Okay, so very cool. So what we can do is we can remove the borders from our circles. So the way to do this, it's getting a little bit advanced, is you come over here and you write no stroke. Okay, so if you write no stroke like this, you can remove the borders. And Manmeet, good job on doing this on not the simple mode. So well done on doing this on this one. And then Manmeet, you can also put a hashtag before draw tick axes to remove that. And there you'll be able to remove the background here. Okay, let's take a look at Alexander's code. Nice, Alexander, nice. So yeah, you're okay. Oh, I don't know if you saved it. Save your code, Alexander. Press run on your code. And then let's just finish this for you. I'll just finish this. So no stroke. Oops. There we go. This looks funny. Your wheel disappears into the background with no stroke. That's pretty funny. And let's take a look at Vedant's. Nice. Vedant's one looks like a little alien spaceship F1 racing car, right? All right, somebody wanted to go see my code. Here is my code. You can take a look at it if you want. And Aryan, you can also, I'm sending the link again. You can just open up this link to my code to be able to access it. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna pause here and we're gonna do some crazy stuff, right? Are we okay if we all do advanced stuff together? Yeah. If we do advanced stuff together, we're not all gonna be able to follow along, okay? So you guys will just have to watch me because we don't have too much time, but I think advanced stuff is cool, so we're gonna try it out, all right? So are we all okay to do advanced stuff together? Okay, let's do it. So check it out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my cyan wheel, all right? And instead of 200, 100, I'm gonna, actually, wait, let me make a duplicate of this one. Okay. And this is F1 challenge. Cool stuff. Okay, so in my cyan circle, I'm gonna do mouse X and mouse Y. Now check it out. I can move my wheel on the screen. This is so cool, right? I'm moving my wheel on the screen because I changed the X and Y position to be my mouse X and Y position. All right, now I'm gonna remove the background. So I'm gonna comment out the background and I'm gonna comment out the draw tick axes. And now I'm painting on my screen with my wheel. Let's run this again. Right? So I can do stuff like this with mouse X, mouse Y. Then some people wanted to tilt it, right? So for tilting, with tilting, you can do this. You can do rotate 20. Look at that. Now my car is tilted. The car is tilted upwards. Now we're going up the hill, right? And what I can do is I can be even crazier. I can do rotate mouse X. Now if I move my mouse on the screen, my car is rotating on the screen. Right? How cool is that? Okay, so let's see. Someone has random. So someone used random here. I don't see random in your code, but we can use random. So let's use random in this was Manmeet's, I think, right? Or no, this was Vedant's. So let's use random in Vedant's. Or actually, no, let's just keep it all in mind so you can all have it in one. Okay. I'm gonna move this back to 20. So now my car is facing upwards and I have a wheel. What you can do is you can make these numbers random. So I'm gonna make this random between 0 and 255. So look at that. Are you guys seeing the color of the bus change a little bit on your screen? Is it showing like that or not really? So what you can do is instead of a number, you can put in random between stuff, right? And again, look, I know I'm moving through this really fast, okay? We're doing a bunch of advanced stuff over here. But that's only because we get to see it, okay? You don't need to worry about actually doing it. Let me move this to 0 or 30. Yeah. Now is it showing up? Now is the blue showing up a little weirdly? Yeah, now the blue is changing, right? So now what I can also do is change all of these numbers to random. Now it's like just flashing. My car is flashing different colors. All right. All right, let's see. What did Alex send and what did Aiden send? Alex send your circle. There's an error somewhere. Line 8. Oh, so your circle, Aiden, Alex, you have a quotation. You need to remove the quotation for this to work. Nice. I love it. I love it. And then what do we have here? Yeah, Aiden, you have to click run. Click run on your thing to save it. Or I don't know if are you logged in, Aiden? If you're not logged in, it's not going to save. Okay. Okay, so now we've got a flashing bus that's going upwards, and the wheels off this bus. This is the kind of F1 racing we're doing here, guys. Okay, what else cool stuff can we do? Oh, we can change the size of the bus as well. So let's see. Where's the rectangle? So this is the width, right? I'm gonna do mouse X. Check it out. The more I go right, the longer the bus is. Right? How cool is this? Let's take a look at Max. This your code is not saved. Let's take a look at Hayden's code. Nice, dude. This is awesome, Hayden. Well done. Very, very cool. Hayden's got this really cool car over here with green grass, blue background. Well done. Well done, Hayden. Very exciting. Nice. Your car is moving. Nice. His entire car moves with the mouse. So Christina, to send your code, you copy this link, the URL on top, okay? And then just send it to me on chat. But for that, you have to make sure you're logged in and it's saved, okay? You just got to make sure it's logged in and saved. Okay, so let's come back to this one. Oh, where did my code go? All right, you guys want a copy of my code? All right, let me send you a copy of my code. Here we go. So guys, you don't have to just copy my code, right? You can take everybody else, all of your classmates that are sending the link to their code. You can open up their code and also click fork on their code. And that will give you a copy of their code, right? So like, for example, Hayden's code was really nice and you can copy that. This code that I just sent you is just goofy now. I don't even think somebody will recognize that this is F1, but I'm just showing you all the cool stuff that we can do with coding. Aiden, I'm not saying Aiden, I'm saying Hayden, H-A-D. We have another student. His name is Hayden. So you guys can copy anybody else's code also and take a look at it, okay? So I'll send you my code again. Here you go. Aiden, for some reason, I'm not able to copy out of Zoom chat, but you have to. But you have to click save. You have to be able to log in, Aiden. You log into this account and click save, and it should be able to save. No, so Aryan, you don't have to do everything I did. You guys can just do anything. Yeah, so then Aiden, you got to sign in. If you're not signed in, you're not going to be able to save it. Let's take a look at Manmeet's code. Nice, Manmeet, your car is pointing up. Well done. You got the rotate going. Remove the draw tick axes. Your bus is pointing up. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very cool. So do you guys see how just like in the course of 1 hour, right? We were able to make pretty interesting stuff, right? And look, no one's expected, not everyone is expected to make something really cool, right? But the idea here is that at least you can see how with code, if you know just a little bit of code, you're able to make pretty ridiculous stuff, right? So you can extend this. So let's take a look at this here. Look at these examples that we have. You can make games where you move with your mouse, and you make games where you move with your keyboard, and you can use your keyboard to make really cool games like this, and you can have the time going up and things like that, right? So making car move, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get to that today. That's a little bit more advanced. But if you guys, everyone here will get an access to a trial class. You guys can all take a one-on-one class with us, and then we can teach you there how to do this, right? Okay, so now what we'll do is I'll accept submissions, okay? So I'm sending you this link. I want everybody to fill out their full name, either your email or your parents' email, and then put in the link to your project, okay? I'm gonna give you a hint. If your project is any good, if you submit this link, you might win a $5 prize. Okay, so people who participated today, so I'm sending this link in chat. This is the link to the form. Yeah, it can be a school email as well, yes. But remember, put in your full name, okay? Otherwise, we won't be able to identify who it is. So put in your full name and the link to your project. Anybody who participated today, if your project is any decently good, okay? And every project I saw today was really good. So it's very, very well done. Every single project you question me is really good. Just submit that and you might win a $5 prize, okay? So you might win a prize for what we are calling the Up and Coming Challenge. So basically, if you were a beginner at the start of today's class, and by the end of this class, you were able to create a project, you might win a prize, okay? So I will be identifying people who are participating and who submitted the form, and we will call you and we'll give you a $5 prize to your parents' account, okay, if you want. So you guys can all start submitting your projects on here. So in this form, you put in your full name, your email, and then this link, okay? So remember, don't put it in chat. Fill out the form. I'm sending this link in chat. Okay, I've sent the link in chat. It's the airtable.com link. Fill out this form, okay? So you just fill out the form. And then the Discord, Aiden, the Discord group is like where everybody that participates in these activities was part of the Discord community. And then you can basically participate with other friends and speak with them and like share your projects with them. So I just send the link to the form again. So you just fill out this form for the projects. Okay, so we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forms so far. So let's fill out this form again. Nice, well done. Okay, we have 7 forms now filled out. So if you did anything at all, if you just did anything at all in today's class, even if it's just a copy of my code, if it's just a fork of my code, that's perfectly fine. You can just submit that in and it's going to be nice. Okay, let's take a look at Rishan. I don't see the link to your code. Let me take a look at it. Okay, wait, let's take a look at Sachi's code. And Rishan, I don't have the link to your code, unfortunately. Oh, Sachi. Okay, Sachi, you wanna know how to slow down the color change, right? Okay, so what you can do in here, it's a bit more advanced, is you can say in the setup function, okay? So you have to be in this mode. Inside of setup, you'll write frame rate and then pick a smaller number. So this number means how many times this code is going to run per second. So usually it's 60. So when it's like this, it's going 60 times per second. And then this is, if you put like 4, it's going to go 4 times a second and change every 4 seconds. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at Alexander's code. Nice, Alexander. Your car is moving and you've got a nice platform and it falls on the platform. Let's take a look at Rishan's code. Nice, Rishan's got a British double-decker bus going over here. I love it. I don't know if this is going to be able to win the F1 race, but it's an awesome bus. It would definitely win the F1 bus race, right? Let's take a look at Alex's code. We've already seen this. The Yujun's code. Yujun's code. Nice. You've got a little road going as well. Well done. So let's see. How did Yujun do this? Did you use rectangles for these? Oh, very nice. You used very, very thin rectangles. So the height is 2 only to make these white lines here. This is very nicely done. Very, very well done. Okay, very cool. Guys, yeah, literally any project that you have, it doesn't have to be this advanced. Even if it's a circle on the screen, you just submit it. And this will be amazing. Rishan, is this the same one? Yeah, so Rishan, let's just send it once only, yeah. All right, we've got some really cool projects here. So to tilt, the question is to tilt, you have to put rotate at the top of the code. Okay, Christina, let's take a look at this. Whoa, very cool. Very, very cool. You've got a spaces on your grass, and then your car is hovering. Christina's car is hovering. I love it. And then Manmeet is nice. So what's the question? Mouse X. F, how to tilt again? Oh, so to tilt, what you do is like, instead of rotate 20, you write mouse X, like this. And then when you move your mouse, then the car will rotate like this. Yeah. I actually, Hayden, I'm not familiar with the sleep command. I've never tried the sleep command in P5.js, interestingly. I don't know if this one has it. All right, so just a quick reminder, if you haven't already, submit this one and submit this link to fill out this link with your name, your email, and a link to a project, any project. And remember, you can like even use your colleagues or classmates' projects as well. So fill out this link, and then we'll be able to identify winners. Nice, Shravan, very nicely done. I love that you have these different shades of pink. Basically, this is like a nicely shaded car and vehicle. Well done. Very well done. Nice. Someone added a sun. Nice. Well done. Very cool in adding a sun. All right. So submissions will close. All right. Another minute and submissions will close. We're going to do the second form. I would like you all to also fill out this last form. Okay. So I'm sending you this other form. It's a feedback form. So if you fill out this feedback form, we will be able to issue you a certificate of participation. All right, so if you fill out this part, so make sure you fill out your name properly in this feedback form, okay? So make sure you put in your full name, and then we'll be able to issue everybody a certificate of participation. Or I think you get a certificate if you win the prize. This is the name we'll use, so just fill out this form. So I'm sending the link again, the feedback form link. Okay. So Christina wants to remove the things around shape, and you use the no stroke function. Okay, so you want to put, where did I put no stroke? Did I put somewhere? No, I didn't. So you put no stroke like this in the code, and then that will show you it will remove all the outlines. Nice, nice car there. All right, so if you haven't filled out the first form, here you go. All right, so we've got 3 minutes left. Okay, in 3 minutes, make sure to fill out both these forms, the prize form and then the certificate form, yeah? And then we'll be able to identify a few of you. So what we'll do is, so everybody in the beginner workshop, once you submit this form, you're eligible to win this prize. You can also continue working, okay? You can continue working on your projects over the course of the week with your teammates and participate in the larger F1 challenge, but it's up to you. You don't have to. Because you're in this workshop, only the beginner workshop, we're going to do the prize just based on this hour of the workshop, okay? But if you want, you guys can continue going if you want. Max, your link is not to your code, unfortunately. Either you're not logged in yet, Max, or you are not you haven't saved it. So make sure when you're on this, you click the top right side. There should be a login button. Make sure you log in and are able to do it like that. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Let me make sure I got everything here. So Christina, your no stroke doesn't work. Make sure you spelled it correctly. Make sure the capital S is there. Okay. And then make sure it's the open and closed parentheses are there. Yeah, so good question. Is there a list of prompts? So what you can do is you can click on this icon on the left side. Okay, and there's our documentation. And you can take a look at this documentation and see any prompts that are here. Or you can click on this university cap icon, and you can take a look at all of these different projects that we have. And you can see how to create these projects. So we have some really cool projects like interactive squares project, or rocket launching project, or snake project. So you can take a look at all of these code. All right, so that is about it.